Hello, my name is Nakia. Welcome to my channel. I am going to be doing some readings for you tonight. This is a timeless reading, meaning that whenever you're divinely guided to click on the video, there's a 99.9% chance that there is a message here for you. Now, we are all on different timelines. So what that means is that you may have not gone through this yet. Now, this could be past, present, or future tense. I will be mindful when I am reading the cards what energy I am picking up on. So, I'll tell you about a dream I have. I'll look a little tired because I've had a lot of dreams last night. But there was a dream. So this is spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual warfare reading. So I had a dream that you had went over someone's house. You were invited over to someone's house. You went over to someone's house. You walked in the door, and all of a sudden, a pit bull came charging at you. A great pit bull came charging at you. And you called out to the owner of the house, like, come and get your dog. Come and get your dog. Your dog is trying to attack me. So the person came and they got their dog. They calmed the dog down. And then at that point, you were speaking to the dog, like communicating with the dog. So the dog knew exactly what you were saying. So I guess you were trying to get on a friendly level with the dog to let the dog know that you wasn't a threat. And so at that point, the dog sort of like let their guards down and tried to befriend you. But what the dog did is the dog laid on you. It laid on you to the point where it laid all of its body weight on you, and you could not move, you could not get up. Anytime you would try to get up, the dog would growl. The dog would growl. And then at some point, you told the owner, hey, can you come and get your dog? I feel very uncomfortable with your dog laying on me like this because, the dog didn't want to get off of you. And at that point, they got the dog off of you, and the dog went into the other room. Now, when the dog came back, the dog came back in attack mode. So it came back vicious again. This pit bull came back vicious again. And what happened this time is you were ready. You were ready for the pit bull. At that point, when it tried to attack you, you grabbed a hold of the pit bull's mouth and you squeezed the mouth. And you kind of like was talking to the dog and letting the dog know, like, no, I'm stronger than you think. And then at that point, you had control over the dog. Now, what that's telling me, this dream telling me, is that you're going through something, or you have someone in your energy. But what it's telling me is that you could be going through something in life, something that is very trying. It just depends on how you resonate with a pit bull. But how I resonate with a pit bull, like, I don't have one, but I have been around pit bulls, and they can be uncontrollable at times. I feel like whatever it is that you're going through right now, you feel like you have no control over it. You feel like you have no control over the situation, and not only that, you feel like the situation has gotten out of control. I feel like whoever it is that's in your energy, or whatever the situation is, it kind of is messing with either your mental state, or is producing a lot of stressful times in your life right now. So when you think that whatever the situation is calming down, or the person is calming down, they're really not calming down. They're really trying to gain control over you, versus you gaining control over the situation. Not only that, just by putting all of their weight on you, it feels like you are carrying some type of burden when it comes to this situation that you want to break free of, or that you need to let go of. Not only that, once the pit bull went away, went into the other room, or died down, it tried to come back, and it tried to come back with full force. But this time you were ready for it. You were ready for it. So whatever the situation is, you're going to be prepared, and you're going to be ready for this situation. And you're going to have control, complete control over the situation when you grab the pit bull's mouth and grab a real strong hold over the mouth and let the dog know that you are in charge. I feel like on during this situation, you're going to let this situation know that you're in charge, whether that be on a spiritual level or a 3D. I feel like if this is a person, you're going to be letting this person know straight up, like, I have control over my life, I have control over this situation. I'm done, or I'm setting myself free, I'm releasing the burden. Now if this is a person, I feel like this person does not want to let you go, or if you're trying to separate yourself from a situation where it's a interpersonal relationship, maybe it's a friendship, a love relationship, or a place of employment, I feel like you're going to have control over the situation, and you're going to let whoever know that you have resilience, you have strength, and that you have control. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into the reading. All my readings tonight are going to be interpretation of dreams. So let's get right into the reading and see what's going on with the situation. I got my spirit team with me here, especially when it's spiritual warfare. I don't. So let's see what's happening. Okay. So ancestral witch came out. So right now, I feel like your ancestors are guarding you. Your ancestors are around you, and whatever it is, whatever the situation is, it's trying to have some form of attachment onto you. It's trying to pretty much have you weigh the burden. The burden is on your shoulders, is what I'm seeing. Like whoever it is or whatever the situation is, it's a heavy burden, and it feels like it has some form of attachment onto you. Now also, I feel like you're someone that carries a great deal of power, a great deal of resilience. I feel like some of your power comes from your ancestors. I feel like you come from a bloodline that was very strong, very resilient, that went through a lot of things in spiritual warfare and was able to conquer any battles that came their way. I feel like this is a battle that you're going through that you're going to be able to conquer. I feel like you're someone that carries some type of key to mastering whatever it is that's coming your way. I feel like you are going to gain full control over the situation, and the burdens are going to be released. Whatever attachment this is going to be released, is going to have to let go. You're going to set yourself free from this. Now, with the shadow contract card that is coming out, it could be something that it could be a soul contract. It could be some form of a choice that you made when you went into this contract. I feel like this could be some type of a situation. It could be a relationship or a place of employment where you willingly went into the situation, but you did not know that there was something behind this situation. You did not know that this was deceitful, deception, or something that was going to hurt you or have a that laid a heavy burden upon you, whether that be stress, whether that be mental stress as well. I feel like with this soul contract or the shadow contract that's coming out, it's telling me that this was something that was meant to happen, something that was meant to happen, something that you was meant to go through to either show how strong you are, how resilient you are, or to waken up those characteristics within you. And not only that, I feel like at this point the choice is yours. The ball is in your court. You have complete control over the situation. I feel like whatever it is that you walked into, uh, it, it looked like it was a good offer in the beginning. Okay. Even when it calmed down, you may have known it was a little bit risky, but in the beginning, like when you came to the person's house, I feel like you were coming to the person's house to maybe like commune. Okay. So whatever situation that you walked into, you thought it was good, you thought it was okay, but then you started figuring out that this was risky, that this was something that didn't align with your soul's journey. This is something that didn't align with your characteristics or with your life. And I feel like at that point you pulled back. And once you pull back, it whoever it was could have gotten aggressive. If it's a work situation, it could have been like it started getting very toxic really, really quick, and then it calmed down. Maybe you confronted the situation or confronted the person or the people in this situation, and they kind of like calmed down and backed off, but then it was only for a moment in time to see if they can come at you from a different angle. And then when they came for you a second time, you were ready for it. I feel like this is something that is going to be taking place in the future. Like I was telling you guys before on some of my other readings, that when I have dreams, these are premonitions, these are warnings. Okay, so if this has not happened yet, I feel like you're smack dead in the middle of this. You have not seen, you may have become stressed out right now about the situation. I feel like you're about to make your decision as far as letting go, dropping the burden, and releasing any attachments when it comes to this situation. Now, what could be involved with the dark witch card that is coming out? I feel like whoever this person is or whatever this situation is, yeah, it's not something that is of light. However, because there's a soul contract card that came out, this is something that you're meant to go through again. So it can waken up that resilience in you. So it can waken up that warrior in you, because I feel like you're someone that comes from a bloodline that are spiritual warriors. Not only that, you may be seeing the spirit animal of the crow, and also your birthday may be in October or November, early November. But I feel like you're about to bring some endings to some situations, especially this situation. I feel like this situation is coming to an end. And once this situation comes to an end, at that point in time, you're going to be rethinking, recalculating, and taking a pause. You're going to think about this situation. You're going to contemplate about this situation. And at that point, you're going to make some necessary changes for the future. Not only that, I feel like you are operating in magician energy with the elemental marsh card that came out. So I feel like you're someone that operates in magician energy where you have complete control. You may not seem like you have complete control when other people are looking on the outside, looking in. However, I feel like you know how to mask yourself in a way, in a perfect way, to make sure that you have defense, to make sure that you're fully covered in every situation, in every avenue, okay, in every aspect. I feel like you're someone that comes prepared for battle. You come prepared for any given situation. And I feel like whoever that's in this situation underestimated you. Now, the love spell card came out as well. So this could be a relationship that you're in. This could be a relationship that you're in, or this is something that is playing on your heartstrings, or could have something to do with the heart. I feel like whatever this is, it is something that you have to go through, because right around the corner, I feel like you're going to be walking through some type of door, some type of portal towards light. I feel like this is going to be a door or a portal that is going to produce change, that is going to produce growth, and it's also going to produce rebirth as well. Not only that, whoever this person is, or whatever the situation is that is coming up against you, they're going to have some major consequences. Major consequences. They may not see it now, but in the future, once you walk away and let this person or this situation know that you have complete control, at that point, that's when the consequences are going to come. hmm So whoever it is or whatever the situation is, they may think that they're getting away with something or have complete control or power over the situation, but they really do not. They really do not have power over the situation. And then the divine contract came out. So not only did the shadow contract come out, but divine contract came out. So again, I feel like this situation is something that you have to go through in order to waken something up within you. Not only that, I feel like you are a spiritual warrior, because you are tied to that bloodline of spiritual warriors for your ancestors. But not only that, I feel like you're in some form of service, or you're going to be in some form of service once you walk through this door, or once you walk through this portal. So I feel like these people, whoever these are, or whatever this situation is, this dark situation is, or these dark people are, I feel like they are wolves in sheep's clothing. I feel like they're trying to lure you, or going to try to lure you and steer you over into a different direction, because they know exactly where you're headed. See, a lot of people don't know that when people operate in dark energy, they also can pick up on light. It's like a moth to a flame. So they know exactly who you are in the spirit. They know that you're of light. Okay. They know you're of light. And I feel like they are trying to get in the way of something that is destined, something that is ordained, something that's already in the book of life, in your book of life. And I feel like they can't get in the way of that. They will never be able to get in the way of that, but they're trying to. Now, again, this has consequences. They're going to have very bad consequences. I feel like this is somebody that dibbles and dabble in dark magic. I feel like this person wanted to have some type of attachment, some type of entity attachment, or wanted to have a soul tie with you. And I feel like this is a love relationship with the love spell card that is coming out. The more and more that I look at this card, and the more and more I look at these cards, not only that, I feel like whatever type of spell or whatever type of work that they're trying to do behind the scenes, whether that's through mouth, because they can manipulate through mouth. That is a form of dark magic when you're doing manipulation, and if it's not in pure intention. But it's a curse worker here. So I feel like this person uses their words, they use their mouth when it comes to speaking things on people, or trying to get in the way of someone else's destiny. And I feel like this is what this person is trying to do to you. They're trying to get in the way of your destiny. They're trying to get in the way of the soul contract that you have with the Most High, which is service, which is spiritual warfare, and they're not going to be able to do that. Not only that, they're going to have some severe consequences for trying to even get in the way of your destiny. Now, meanwhile, you're in the magician energy. You're in the magician energy, and I feel like you're in the magician energy because you have a calling on your life. You have a divine assignment, and there's something that you're meant to do. Now, at this point in time, you have a circle around you, a protection circle around you. I feel like your spirit team is around you right now. They're guarding you. They're making sure that you're safe. They're also giving you some form of strength, some form of energetic power within you that is causing you to walk through this situation, or this relationship, or this circumstance. And I feel like you're someone that could pray a lot. I feel like you're someone that meditates a lot. And I feel like you're someone that knows exactly what's going on, or you're going to be knowing exactly what is going on behind the scenes. Okay, I feel like you're someone that can pick up on certain energies, and once you pick up on this energy, you're going to let go, you're going to release. Not only that, it could be some form of betrayal that could take place, some form of betrayal. I feel like this is a soul contract that you have with this person. This is someone that you're in a relationship with. Yeah, this is definitely some type of interpersonal relationship, maybe a friendship, maybe a family member, or a loved one, or a lover. But whoever this person is, I feel like this person is going to betray you with the betrayal card and the broken pact card that is coming out. So I feel like once they betray you, that's going to non and void the soul contract that you have with this person. Now, once this betrayal happened, at that point in time, you're being told to do some shadow work. You're being told to do shadow work. And then once you do the shadow work, at that point in time, you're going to go through some form of a purification process, or a purging process, where you're going to purge out this pain. You're going to purge out this trauma. And then at that point, you're going to be prepared for your divine assignment and your calling, which is some form of service. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And not only that, this person could be working with others. So this could be a group of people that is coming up against you. This could be a group of people that is coming up against you with the covenant card that's coming out. I feel like they feel like if they're in numbers that they can defeat you or overcome you, but that's not going to work because you have power. And not only that, you're very protected and very guarded by your spirit team at this time. Now, you're someone that is very curious. You're very intuitive. Not only that, you may be someone that is a student or that is learning something or studying something in the occult, or someone that is studying something in school. But I feel like you're also someone that resonates with the moon cycles as well. You could be of Native American descent, you can be of African American descent, or you can be of some type of Mediterranean descent. Yeah. And I feel like while you think that this situation has gotten out of control, which it has, or which it will get out of control, because I'm speaking in future tense, um, you're not alone. No matter what, you're not alone. Now, this person is a shapeshifter. Even though it's coming in the reverse, I feel like this person is a shapeshifter. This person changes their identity and they change it quite often. And when I say they change their identity quite often, what I'm saying is that they change their characteristics really frequently. This could be someone that has multiple personalities when it comes to who they are. Okay, they act one way in front of others, and then when they around another group of people, they act another way. They're a shapeshifter. And I feel like you're someone that's starting to pick up on that with the discernment and detection card that's coming out. You're starting to pick up on that. You're starting to look at things with a fine tooth comb, and you're starting to see that whatever this situation is or whoever these people are, that they do not mean you any good. These people are not for you. These people operate in darkness. Whoever it is, they operate in darkness. They do not operate in light. Okay? So you're energetically guarded. So your team got you as far as the energetic aspect. Now, when it comes to the 3D and the physical aspect, you need to take the necessary precautions whenever you find out this situation, or whenever your eyes is woken or open to this truth that is going to be coming to you, because you're going to be getting some clarity on the situation. And then at that point in time, I feel like you're going to let go and remove yourself from the situation. So do it in a safe way, but I feel like you're going to remove these people out of your life. Now, you could be getting some intuitive downloads. You can be getting some spiritual downloads at this time, because I feel like at this point in time, um, you're being told exactly what's going on behind the scenes. You're being told. And then I feel like whoever this is, it could be a monitoring spirit. It could be someone that is trying to get information from you to go back and tell someone else. Now, this unexpected visitors card came out, and I believe unexpected seeker came out on this card. So I feel like there's going to be someone that is going to come your way. Someone that is going to come your way. I feel like this is someone that is going to be of light. This is someone that is going to help you along your spiritual journey, along your soul's path. Now, the spirit animal of the rabbit, the spirit animal of the elephant, and the spirit animal of the owl can be of significance to you. I need you to look that up and see how that applies to your life right now. Not only that, music. I need you to pay attention to the music that you listen to. There are going to be hidden messages in the music, okay? Whatever music you listen to, or even if you change it to a different radio station, like me, I like to change it to different radio stations so I can get different messages. So you're being told to listen to music at this time so you can get some hidden messages within the music. The number 41, 27, and 53 can be of significance at this time. You're being told to cleanse your space, cleanse your environment, and cleanse your home at this time. I feel like you're very guarded. You could be an introvert. You could be someone that stays in the house. And I feel like that is your safe place. And that is your sacred place. And I feel like you're guarded. You're very guarded and you're protected. within this safe space. And I feel like there's light all over you. I feel like there's light all over your home. And I feel like no one can get in. No one can get in. They can try to peek through a window, but they cannot get in. And I'm not talking about somebody actually peeping through your window. I'm talking about energetically. Uh-huh. They think that they can stop something, or they think that they can intrude on something or come up against something, but they can't. They can't. They can't get in. You're heavily guarded. You're heavily protected. They're trying to cause some type of tower moment in your life. Some type of tower moment. But they're not going to be able to do it. And I feel like when this person comes your way, or when this situation happens, you're going to already kind of like know about it, because you're going to be paying attention to your discernment. You're going to be paying attention to your intuition, and your intuition is going to guide you through this situation. Okay, so it may look intriguing to you. It may look nice on the outside, but it's vicious on the inside. It's a pit bull on the inside, is what I'm being told. Yeah. They're a pit bull. They're a pit bull. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like at this point in time, your spirit team is telling you to continue to stay grounded, continue to be out on your own, as well as continue to watch your surroundings and watch the company that you keep and who are around you. Because I feel like right now you're in peace right now. You're at peace right now. And I feel like whatever that's coming your way, again, this could be somebody you know. Okay, it could be somebody you know, somebody you're in a relationship with, someone that you're kin to, or someone that you're friends with. And I feel like you're going to know what's coming your way. You're going to be ready for it. If you can see this car, this person is, first of all, on solid ground. You're very stable. You're very grounded. You see the waves behind, they're calm. That's why you have a peaceful environment. And then you also have the elephant on here as well. So look that up. Definitely look up the spirit animal of the elephant. But you can see this person is watching their own back in the picture. So you got your own back, and you're ready for whatever that comes your way. You're definitely a spiritual warrior. I feel like at this point in time, you're more focused on your stability. You're more focused on grounding yourself. You're more focused on finances and making sure that your future is bright, and making sure that you walk in your divine assignment. I feel like you're headed smack dead towards your divine assignment. I feel like you're someone that is about to step into your divine assignment. And that's why this situation is going to come about, to test you, to test your gangster. Not only that, I feel like this situation is coming about again to wake something up in you. To wake something up in you, because you're going to overcome it. I saw it in the dream, and I see it in the cards. You're going to overcome whatever this is. As a matter of fact, you're not going to even go through it. You're going to see it coming. You're going to see it coming, especially if you clicked on this video and you've watched this video thus far. I feel like something is telling you, hey, be on the lookout for anything that comes your way that seems suspicious. So that's your message. And the number 1531 may be of significance. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. But I need you to pay attention to any fine details. If you're going to be signing any contracts, any physical 3D contracts, I need you to pay attention to the details of those contracts. Okay? Negotiate those contracts. Read the fine print when it comes to those contracts, because it say details is the card that came out. So pay attention to details, because you're going to get some clarity. Look at it with a fine tooth comb. Look at it with a magnifying glasses. Whether that be a job offer, or a business contract, look at it very thoroughly. Take your time with it. Whether this be a situation like a relationship, take your time in this relationship. Okay, one step at a time, and pay attention to any red flags that come your way. And just yeah, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. So that's your reading. If you resonate with this message, please hit the thumbs up. If you like the way I read, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. There will be more messages to come.